guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for 11,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. So tonight guys, as you can see down below in the caption, it's my exclusive interview on Suncity Radio, so don't forget to watch it and watch the full video guys, and like up the video and leave your comment and share your opinion.
Awesome. It's good to have you with us tonight, Mackerel, and for me to meet you personally, and for the entire JASL After Dark crew to be meeting you. Is it everybody meeting you for the first time?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a pleasure.
Everybody starstruck? Yeah, everybody starstruck like myself? Alright, awesome. We have on air, who will be joining us on the program via the telephone. She is the technical advisor for the health promotion and prevention at the National Family Planning Board. She is Miss Andrea Campbell. Good night, Miss Campbell. How are you doing tonight?
Miss Campbell is not on yet.
Oh, she's not on yet?
Yes.
Oh, but she will be joining us.
Yeah, in the
later
on.
All right. No problem. But listen, guys, we're going to have ourselves an exciting conversation tonight. So, Calvin, you want to talk to us about what our conversation will be about tonight?
All right, so tonight we will be talking about how the topic is how I lost my baby. So Mackerel is here to share that story with us. But we want to say that, you know, this conversation, it may be triggering or traumatic for some viewers or listeners. So yeah, discussion is advised if you feel like, you know, this might not be the best conversation for you to listen to. We do understand if you may not be able to stay with us.
All right, so let me talk to us a little bit. How are you doing? How are you feeling tonight?
I feel pretty great. I feel fine. I feel absolutely fine.
You feel absolutely fine. What have you been up to lately, you know?
I'm working on some projects, waiting on them to, you know, come out so you can see it and see what I'm up to.
All right, awesome.
Impressive.
So Dr. Ryan, Deborah Dixon, Shade, and Calvin, and our specially invited guest tonight is Mackerel. And also on the line, we now have Miss Andrea Campbell, the technical advisor for health promotion and prevention at the National Family Planning Board. Good night, Miss Andrea. How are you doing? All right, awesome. So let's get into the conversation. Mackerel.
Hi.
Hi. At what age did you have your first child, and how was that pregnancy experience? Do you have any complications?
Okay, I had my first child when I was 13 years of age, and it was one of the greatest experience I ever had in my whole life.
Being pregnant?
Yeah, like the whole experience, like it was okay, was a stress, no ill treatment. If you understand me, I say I went to the Mary's Child Children's Home for teenage mothers, so that's why I know, and I'm gonna take care of you. So it was a great experience. You know, I have no family complications or nothing.
Okay, and were you given support by family or the child's father?
At that time, it was like a child, like, you know.
Yeah, it's our child having a child, basically.
Them somebody, you know, say you're not gonna get the support because you're not child.
But how did you feel within yourself though, when at 13, you know, and you're pregnant? How do you feel? Like, did you say like, oh my God, I'm still a child, I have so much I want to live for? Like, what was the experience for you at that moment?
You see, at that moment, as I say, I was well taken care of. I had other girls who were in a similar situation, so it never give up. It never that go to my mind and say, oh, my child, and I don't know, because it wasn't me alone in the position. So, you know, just live, eat, laugh, and be happy.
You're just living a carefree life as a child, basically, irrespective of the fact that you're not with a child. So you don't feel like you have to take on womanhood, no one responsibility.
Nobody realized that at the time.
You were just enjoying the moment and
the
pregnancy.
You know, you get your 3 meals a day, no bills to pay, you're okay. Don't know.
I got you. So that was your first experience. All right.
So when you got pregnant the second time, was it a surprise? Were you excited? What was the experience like? Was it like the first time, you know, you get your 3 meals and you're excited in the moment? So what was the second experience like for you?
The second time, like, surprise. No, me and the man did talk.
You planned it.
Yes, man, don't say wine. Talk to us. Yes, but we did excited. I say, yes, I get Jesus, me I get a girl and oh me.
So by the way, your first child was a boy?
Yeah, he's a boy.
He's a boy. Not was a boy. He is a boy.
He is a boy.
And the second one, you were hoping for a girl.
It was a girl.
She was a girl, yeah.
So at what point you knew it was a girl? Like when you just expressed that, yes, thank you Jesus, I'm getting a girl. Did you know it was a girl as yet?
No, remember them, yeah, you know, I can find they're pregnant like 1 month or so, you know. So when they do the pregnancy test, no, start big God, me, Mama tell you, I always want to be a girl mother. I love my son and everything, you know, but I always want to play daddy house and dress up on them, something with their dads and them. So yeah, bubbles and clip and ribbon and bead and yeah, my mother and dad's outfits and them something there, yeah.
Always wanted to be a mother.
A girl mom, like.
Oh, nice.
I always want a dad, so we did excited and yeah.
Okay.
So you spoke about the first pregnancy and fact that you had a child at 30. So now that you would have been a little older, how were you this time for the second? How old were you for the second pregnancy?
21. I did last year, you know. So I'm at 22 now. So
okay, so definitely.
So how did your family feel about it this time? What was the reception?
Family. I don't know. But I don't know. Honestly, know for true. Like, you know, you gotta tell them, but them just are normal, like, normal human being. They're not like, oh, we could put a baby shower, we can do this, we're happy for our new one. No, them just are normal. Like, normal human beings.
So you didn't feel that support, you didn't feel like, you know, they were excited with you.
So where was the majority of the support that you received? Who gave you the majority of the support?
My baby daddy.
Ooh.
My baby daddy. Give me all the majority of the support. Yeah, I appreciate him for true right through this. Give me all of the support.
Them give baby belly rub and all them something that
yeah,
foot rub and
foot rub and all these things.
Everything.
And
food for eat.
The 3 meals a day and all that.
Food. What when I tell her?
Okay. So Mackerel, at what point during the pregnancy were you worried or stressed?
At what point? I'm not telling a lie. You know, in life, everything has its ups and its downs. So, I did worry, I said, but at what point? I think 3/4 of the pregnancy, or, you know, most of the pregnancy, I did worry, I did stressed out. Because, you know, every father have arguments and certain things we sweep and in the road, we not talk about, we not communicate. So, you know them something them, you know my emotional, very emotional them time, they every good thing my ball and you know whatever we argue about it. Scale of pregnancy are hormone strong.
So
right.
the stress that you started experiencing, at what point you started? Because I know, well, women go through the trimester, right? That's the 3 phases of,
right.
3 stages of pregnancy. The first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. And each phases have its own manifestations. Nose starts swell out, it swell by your face. Foot get swollen, cravings, mood swings, and all that stuff, right? And some women have belly scratching and all that, belly itch and all that stuff. So, is it that in the second or third trimester, or was it the first trimester that you started having these mood swings that now got you hyper emotional and stuff?
Right through it, right first, third, it just did it. Right through pregnancy, we did have it.
Okay.
And did this contribute to the arguments now that you and your partner started experiencing? And would you say that it's your emotional imbalance that caused it?
Don't blame me. I don't know. But I mean, you know, it is of the ups and probably, you know, come and say, see when you're pregnant, remember now, you know, you can't go to certain things, they can't move off your own certain way, you know, you don't get the energy, they don't say, you know, probably even you feel like, oh, you don't want to do this, or you don't want to do that, but which you just not understand, that you not control your own body, so you say, it's a first time dad, so him not understand that, so you know, that's where the miscommunication go wrong and arguments or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Alright.
So, Andrea Campbell is still with us on the line. I want to bring Andrea in the conversation. So, Andrea, you would have been a teen mom yourself. How was that experience for you?
Okay. Alright, so Mackerel, my next question is to you. So we talk about the emotional aspect of things, you know, during your pregnancy, before, during, and after, stuff like that. But you then shared that your family better dread that you lost the baby. Can you tell us about that? Like what you experienced, how you felt about that, you know, the emotional experience about your family telling you all of that, that it was better off for you to lose the baby?
No, she didn't say that. So, it's my cousin, she and I, like, we're really close to her, like, it's a girl, like, I call her every morning, every day we talk on the phone, and then we do something here. So we're very close. But eventually, during the pregnancy, we kind of stopped be close and I stopped communicate, and then one day she just called me and said, you know, I get one dream. I said, tell me that. She said, no, I'm not tell you. So I said, tell me. So she turned and she said to me, say, you know, say, my dream say a baby die, but when God sent me to come save you, it was too late.
Okay.
And she also added and said, but let me tell you what you can do. Get on some olive oil and consecrate it. Yeah, something like that. She said, so you know me start ball, yeah. I mean that everything me ball fine, yeah. Me just cry baby. So you know me start ball, I'm call my baby for them. I say, no gotta pay that no mind, man. You know, it's just a talk or whatever. But yeah, me feel emotional when she tell me that true.
You felt emotional,
So,
real sad.
After going through that now, and then it got to the point where you realized that something was wrong. Tell us about that.
No, never realized that nothing wrong. My arm is. I never realized that.
Eventually when.
Remember saying no, you can see sign like bleeding, etc., pain. I wasn't feeling that. I went to a doctor's appointment. I went to the clinic. So when I go to the clinic, you know, they might go use their machine and hear the heartbeat. So she was saying she wasn't hearing any heartbeats. So we had things say probably a machine not work. Because at the point when she said she not hearing a heartbeat, we panic and be for that. Even said to her, say, what if I sleep, the baby asleep, we cannot hear a heartbeat. I don't remember when because this is my first time being a real mother in the real world now. So she even said, but I would suggest you to go and do an ultrasound ASAP. So we go to the ultrasound now. Like Jesus. It's like the man, I don't know what you call him for a doctor or ultrasound. I don't know what you call him, but you know the man. So him did and he not talk. The man just like rub the summer all over my belly, not say no. Sister, my father say, what is happening? Because you see one thing, my baby father, you know what clinic date him did it. Said, and we ask the question, he more for ask the question them than me. So it's like he must say, what is happening? So the man I say, I'm supposed to be able to see the heartbeats and hear the heartbeats. I'm not get anything. She have a fetal demise. I don't know any fetal demise. No, I know about one thing. Say him not get no. I say Jesus. Then kingdom come on earth. I say I cry.
How far along were you?
7 months.
7 months. Okay.
Yeah. So you know I'm crying. I'm on the road now. I don't know. God did hold me the day to come. Couldn't manage it. You know how when you pack your bag, because you're going to the hospital now, and all of them, some of them pack my bag. And you know, you look and look, some of them come here, go buy up something. I look and say, Jesus, I have a fetal demise. It's another ball in that. But God, why? Some of you cried on the place, you know. And my father hold me and I say, you know, I'm just like, comfort me. And then look at something like, yeah. I'm a cry, man.
Wow. No, what was your talking about the baby father? How did he take that news? Yes, he had to be there to comfort you and support you, but how about his emotional stance? Was he emotional? Was he crying? Was he angry? What was his reactions like?
At no point he was angry, but yeah, the emotional time like myself, we can try again and we're gonna go through this together. And sometimes, like, you know, even when I'm admitted in the hospital, I'm call him, you hear little, you know, the little sad voice, you hear it, and you must say him can't cry, and me I cry, you know, it's like him have to be there to support me, because if it's two of us, yeah, so if the two of us, you know what, so him never take it too good, but him carry on.
So, Mackerel, what would you say to another woman who's experienced a miscarriage, who lost her baby?
Okay, let's get one thing straight. It is not a miscarriage. So I can say to a little person who have a, it is called a stillbirth. Remember that life, like remember that human being with hand, foot and ears and mouth and everything. So remember, say a miscarriage is somebody who pass clots and them stuff there.
Okay, bleeding.
Yeah, and after a certain trimester pregnancy, it is no longer considered a miscarriage anymore. So it is a stillbirth. We can tell them that still. Cry if you have to cry. But don't think it is the end of the world. I mean, don't even question it or whatever, because everything happened for a reason. But we can do this, ladies. We can try again, because the Bible says we must multiply. So him take one, I guess he's gonna give you another. But we have to be strong and just know that it is a life, and we do have ups and downs. And every day the rain will fall, and every day the sky will go blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes it go black. Yeah, sometimes it go gray. It's not every day it's going to be a happy moment. But what we can do is pray and trust and believe in God, because that is very, very important also. Eat healthy and, and if you have a seed counseling, you get counseling and them look at something also. So, it's life. Okay.
Yes,
Nice.
yes, definitely.
Let me ask Miss Andrea a question. Oh, okay. All right. Now we're running out of time, and trust me, Mackerel, this is another side to you that many persons have never seen. I guarantee you, persons are leaving this program with a new perspective of who Mackerel is, and to understand that what you have experienced is not limited to just any particular set of people. You could be a celebrity, you could be unknown, you could be, white, black, Asian, South African, Jamaican, from the Caribbean, wherever. Anything like this can happen. And I love that you've reached out and you've shared with the ladies that you can recover from this, you can move forward. You know what I mean? What did this experience teach you personally about yourself?
Interesting about myself.
Did you learn anything new about the strength that you actually have beyond what you thought initially?
Life, we just understand, I just understand that it's just life.
It's a part of life.
It's a part of life.
Yeah,
But
totally.
one thing though, it's when you go through them things that you carry a child in your home, and everybody have to tell, and everything you have to share, because when my father always tells me, when black people show them out fire and I don't really know good, because they have a negative comment, they be just like, I don't know, you just leave me in one state for say just, let people kind of know about them private things, them things they have to stay private and like better for you. Nobody not go watch out them mouth past certain things or whatever, so I just kind of learn for just,
Alright, two quick questions. We're going to wrap up in a minute now. First question, Mackerel, do you and the baby father still speak?
Yeah.
Yes. Mackerel said, yeah. Okay, so you guys are still together?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, me never know, me think as a cameraman.
Like that is my #1 supporter.
Right.
Which is good. Big up.
Okay, so it's bodyguard, cameraman, baby father, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to make everybody see the whole purpose around here. This is the seasoning for the mackerel.
Question, Mackerel, would you try again?
Right now, the Bible says, Jesus,
Okay, so you definitely try again.
Yes, then
Okay.
we have to give my baby father the baby.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Alright, so definitely an interesting conversation this week. Want to thank Miss Andrea Campbell from the National Family Planning Board for joining us this week, and we thank you as well, Mackerel. So, after that conversation, that brings us into this week's Now You Know. So picture this scenario. Your friend knows something that could possibly happen to you. He also knows the solution for this. Instead of telling you and allowing you to take action, he keeps the information to himself and acts like nothing is going to happen. Eventually it happens and you find out that the friend knew all along. Would you continue to trust that friend? Of course, I know most of you are saying no, and that's a wicked friend. Well, oftentimes we are that wicked friend, but to ourselves. When you decide not to find out your HIV status, you rob yourself of the opportunity to do something about a situation that can be controlled. Being HIV positive is not a hopeless end of the world situation. In fact, finding out that you are positive gives you the lifeline that you need so you can get on treatment and live a full life. Recently, JASL rolled out the Hiv Self-Testing, which gives persons the opportunity to find out their HIV status in the setting of their choice, discreetly and on their own. If you never heard about self-testing, it's a method that allows persons to find out their HIV status using their oral fluid and an easy-to-use test kit. When used correctly, this is very accurate, a very accurate procedure. So for persons who, for different reasons, might not want to take an HIV test at a health facility, self-testing gives you the opportunity for you to still know your status, because the risk is not knowing. So you see that saying we say, we don't know can't hurt you? Yeah, that's a lie. So how you get access to the self-test? Here's what you need to know. You must be at least 16 years old to be able to give verbal informed consent. You must have never taken an HIV test before or haven't been tested in the last 12 years. So now you know about HIV self-testing and what makes you eligible to receive one. All you need to know now is a HIV status. So call us, Jamaica AIDS Support for Life, at 925-0021 to see if you can get an HIV self-test for yourself or to come in and get tested if that's what you decide.
Guys, that's it. Thank you so much, Calvin. That's all the time we have for tonight's JASL After Dark. There's been another wonderful episode, and we wouldn't have had this show being as great as it was had it not been for our specially invited guest, Miss Ladesha Francis, aka Mackerel, and Andrea Campbell, from the National Family Planning Board, and of course my wonderful co-host Shade and Calvin. Thank you guys for being here tonight and for joining us, and look forward to having you again next week, same time, same place, 8 o'clock, right here on the 104.9 FM. This is JASL After Dark. Again, follow us on Instagram at JASL Info and on Facebook at Jamaica AIDS Support for Life. That's all we have for tonight.